This is about your hair. Your hair is. Listen closely, because this is not just about appearance, it's about identity, energy, and the silent power you carry. Your hair has been noticed in ways you cannot imagine, and the way it moves in the air is not ordinary. Every strand holds a story, and those stories are beginning to surface now. People around you pretend not to care, but secretly they are fixated on the way your hair reflects light. It carries a force that pulls attention, whether you like it or not. And someone has already made up their mind to step closer just because of this aura. Your hair is not simply style, it is a shield, a signal, and a mark of recognition. Those who underestimated you are now unsettled because they can no longer ignore what they see. That subtle wave, that unspoken glow, is declaring that you cannot be hidden anymore. Stay right here, don't move away from these words. Because from this moment, the story of your hair is the story of revelation. The silence surrounding you is about to break, and it begins with the crown you carry naturally. The whispers have already started. Someone is talking about you right now. They mention the softness, the color, the movement, as though your hair itself is alive. They don't realize they are revealing more about themselves than about you. Because when they speak of your hair, what they are truly speaking about is attraction, curiosity, and the hidden pull of destiny. It is not just admiration, it is obsession. And that obsession is building quietly in the background. Watch carefully, your hair will be the excuse someone uses to initiate a conversation. They will point at it, compliment it, or pretend they just noticed. But behind that comment lies an entire ocean of feeling that they are not ready to confess openly. Remain until the end, because every second you stay, you are unlocking the truth they tried to hide. Your hair is the mirror of their intentions, and that mirror is showing you everything you were not supposed to see. The air shifts when you walk into a room, and it begins with your hair. It's not only seen, it's felt. The movement, the quiet fragrance, the way it frames your presence leaves people speechless though they try to hide it. Someone close to you has already tried to copy the way your hair falls. They stand in front of mirrors, trying to recreate what is naturally yours. But they can never capture it, because it isn't just style, it's spirit. There is an energy flowing through those strands, and it speaks louder than any words. That energy whispers confidence, even on days you don't feel strong. It announces resilience, even when you're silent. And right now, someone is drawn in like never before. They replay moments in their mind when your hair brushed past them, when light caught it unexpectedly, when time seemed to pause because of that simple, effortless motion. The story is deepening. Behind those glances, behind those thoughts, something heavier is building. They've connected your hair with memory, with longing, with dreams they don't dare admit. Every time they see you, their breath shifts slightly, because they know they are facing something they cannot resist. What begins as admiration has already transformed into a pull they cannot control. And here is the truth. Your hair is unlocking a chapter of destiny. The very crown you carry is the key to a new beginning, and whether you realize it or not, others are already adjusting their steps around it. Stay right here. Don't scroll. Because what unfolds next is going to reveal why your hair was never ordinary, and why people are willing to risk so much just to be near it. The whispers have spread further now. Someone who never dared to speak your name out loud is suddenly bold, all because of the image of your hair that won't leave their mind. They describe it in detail when no one is watching, their words carrying both desire and fear. But there is more. Your hair has become a symbol in their heart. It isn't just beauty, it is memory, safety, and the strange promise of destiny they don't understand. They see your hair in dreams, and when they wake, the dream refuses to fade. They thought they could move on, forget, or distract themselves. But the truth is, every attempt only pulls them back harder. Your hair has become the anchor that ties them to a reality they cannot escape. And even now, as you listen to this, their steps are aligning with yours. The strands you carry like a crown are guiding them silently closer, until one day they won't be able to keep their silence anymore. But not everyone sees your hair with love. Someone else, watching from the shadows, sees it as a reminder of what they could never have. Their envy is sharp, their eyes restless, because they know your hair shines with something they will never touch. They try to distract others, to dim the glow, to dismiss what cannot be dismissed. Yet the more they try, the stronger the attraction grows. What they resist only magnifies, and what they deny only becomes louder. This tension is growing around you like a storm. On one side, admiration, obsession, and longing. On the other, envy, bitterness, and hidden schemes. And all of it circles back to your hair, your silent crown of fire and grace. Stay here. The moment is building, and what is about to surface will show you why even heaven chose your hair as the mark of recognition for the season you are stepping into. Every movement you make carries a hidden signal, and it always begins with your hair. When the wind touches it, when the light bends through it, even strangers feel something shift inside them. They may not admit it, but their hearts recognize what their eyes cannot explain. Someone nearby has already captured secret images in their memory, moments when your hair shimmered in ways they will never forget. They replay those flashes in silence, unable to shake the magnetism you carry. For them, it's no longer simple attraction, it's compulsion. Yet, beneath the surface, another truth is rising. Your hair has become more than beauty, it has become prophecy. The strands are like threads of destiny, woven into a pattern that is guiding not just you, but those connected to your journey. And the closer you move into this moment, the more obvious it becomes. Your hair is not just an ornament. It is the signal that something powerful is unfolding around you, and people can sense it even if they cannot explain why. There is someone waiting for the right time to confess what they feel. They hold their words back, but their eyes reveal the truth every time they see you. They know if they speak, everything will change, and so they hesitate, trapped between fear and desire. But hesitation cannot last forever. The energy is building too strongly, and soon they will not be able to remain silent. Your hair has become the excuse, the doorway, the reason they will finally step forward and reveal what has been hidden for so long. Still, danger lingers on the edge. There is another person who watches with jealousy, and their thoughts are not pure. They cannot bear the way your presence overshadows them, the way your hair naturally pulls attention away from everything else. This contrast, love on one side, envy on the other, is reaching its breaking point. And you, without even realizing, are standing in the center of a story that is about to burst open, all because of the silent crown you carry. The truth is, your hair has already spoken before you ever said a word. It carries an unspoken language, one that others decode without even realizing. Every glance toward you is a response to that silent message. Someone you know has been losing sleep over the memory of it. They lie awake, their mind looping back to moments when your hair brushed the air near them. It has become a shadow that follows them, even when they close their eyes. This isn't coincidence. Your hair is holding a magnetic pull, unlocking emotions buried deep inside others. It's the spark that stirs longing, the flame that awakens memory, the mirror that forces people to face what they truly desire. And now, the stage is shifting. The whispers about your hair are not just behind closed doors anymore. They are leaking into conversations, spreading into places you didn't expect. The admiration has grown louder. Compliments that once felt casual now carry weight. Eyes that once looked away too quickly now linger, almost trembling with secrets they can no longer hide. But beyond the admiration lies a deeper current. Someone is preparing a move, and it's no longer just about watching from a distance. They are ready to step closer, and the excuse they will use is the beauty that crowns your head. Still, there's resistance. Another person cannot accept that all eyes are drawn to you, that your presence and your hair silence the room without effort. Their jealousy brews quietly, but it is heavy enough to twist their intentions. This push and pull, love on one side, envy on the other, is sharpening into a moment that cannot be avoided. And it all began with your hair, the symbol that exposes every hidden heart around you. There are moments when the world slows down around you, and in those moments, it is always your hair that draws the focus. A gentle sway, a flicker of shine, and suddenly every hidden eye turns toward you without permission. Even silence begins to feel heavy because of the weight it carries. Someone is caught in this gravity. They never planned to fall so deeply, but each time they see your hair, their resolve breaks a little more. It reminds them of softness, of comfort, of the kind of beauty that cannot be forgotten. But this story is not only about desire, it is about destiny. Your hair has become a mark, a living signal of change, and those who are meant to walk into your life are being pulled closer because of it. Each strand is like a thread connecting you to the ones chosen for this season. You may not realize it, but your hair is leading someone back to you. The fragrance, the memory, the way it frames your presence, it has become the reason their heart is restless and their steps are searching. At the same time, shadows linger. Not everyone sees your hair with love, some see it as a threat. They whisper to themselves, "Why them? Why not me?" The bitterness inside them grows as they notice how easily you hold attention without trying. Their envy sharpens into quiet schemes. They may try to cut conversations short, to push others away from you, to dim the glow that shines too brightly for them to handle. But no matter how hard they try, the radiance of your crown cannot be erased. The contrast is reaching its peak now. Admiration on one side burns into obsession. Envy on the other side hardens into resistance. And in the middle, you stand, unaware of the storm your very presence has created. This is why you must stay until the end of this message, because what is coming next will show you exactly who is pulled toward you with love, and who hides their jealousy behind false smiles. Every step you take carries a rhythm, and that rhythm is tied to the crown you wear without even trying. Your hair is not just seen, it is felt, like an invisible current moving through the air. People sense it before they even realize their eyes are following you. One person in particular has been holding back for far too long. They act casual, they pretend to be unaffected, but inside, every memory of you is painted by the way your hair moved that day, that hour, that instant. Their heart never escaped it. Now, destiny is tightening its circle. The more they try to resist, the more life keeps bringing them face to face with reminders of you. They hear echoes of your presence in unexpected places, and it all links back to that silent crown you carry so effortlessly. Soon, they will not be able to hide. Words will spill, truths will rise, and the mask they wear will shatter. Your hair will be the doorway through which they finally confess what has been buried for so long. But while one heart prepares to come closer, another dark force grows restless. Envy is like smoke. It twists quietly, creeping through cracks, unseen but dangerous. Someone close to you cannot accept the way your presence outshines their every attempt. They study you, they compare, they compete silently in their mind. And yet no matter how much they try to recreate, they cannot copy the essence that flows through you. The jealousy that burns inside them is now turning into heavy silence and quiet schemes. What they don't know is this: your hair carries protection as much as it carries beauty. Every strand is like a shield woven with destiny. The more they plot, the stronger that shield becomes, deflecting their envy and turning it back into emptiness. And as this unseen battle unfolds, you remain the center of attention, admired deeply, envied secretly, and chosen divinely. Your hair is the signal of this turning point, and nothing can erase the mark you carry now. The hours are shifting, and every moment feels like it is pointing toward revelation. You walk through ordinary spaces, yet nothing about you is ordinary. The way your hair catches the faintest light is enough to silence a crowded room. Someone has already noticed too much. Their heart pounds faster whenever your presence lingers, because they know they are not looking at something simple. They are looking at a mark of destiny, a crown placed by unseen hands. They try to stay calm, to act normal, to bury their emotions beneath casual words. But their body betrays them, the slight tremor in their voice, the stolen glance, the pause too long to ignore. Each sign reveals what they cannot hide anymore. And behind that fragile mask, desire burns fiercely. It is not shallow or fleeting. It is the kind of longing that shakes the ground, the kind that changes lives. And all of it, every spark, begins with your hair. But the story does not end there. On the other side, envy grows heavier. Someone cannot bear the way people are drawn to you without effort. They whisper to themselves at night, replaying scenes where your hair outshone them, scenes where they felt invisible in your presence. They carry this weight like a hidden wound. The more they smile in front of you, the more their heart twists inside. They imagine ways to dim your light, to distract attention, to take what cannot be taken. Yet no matter what they try, the truth remains untouched. Your hair is not just a feature, it is energy, woven with purpose, shining with a glow that cannot be stolen. Every attempt to shadow it only makes it shine brighter. And as this unseen tension grows, longing on one side, envy on the other, the balance of your world is preparing to tilt. Something is going to surface, and once it does, nothing will remain the same. There will be a moment soon where words are spoken that cannot be taken back. A confession wrapped in trembling honesty. A declaration too heavy to be silenced anymore. And you will hear it, standing under the weight of destiny, as your hair glows like a flame above you. The one who loves you will not be able to stop themselves. The pull has grown too strong, and their silence has become unbearable. They will step into the open, risking everything, because to hide any longer would be more painful than rejection. But as love rises, so will opposition. The jealous one will sense what is happening, and their bitterness will ignite. Their eyes will darken, their thoughts will twist, and they will try to stand in the way of what is meant for you. This is the storm you are walking into. Love and jealousy, desire and envy, all colliding at once. And in the middle of it all, your hair is the silent signal guiding fate toward its breaking point. Time is moving differently now, almost as if the world is waiting for something to unfold around you. And every signal, every shift, begins with your hair. It sways like a secret language, catching the attention of those meant to notice. Someone has already crossed the line between silence and obsession. They replay moments again and again in their head, moments where your hair brushed the air, moments when light wrapped around it, moments when their heart skipped without warning. They can't escape it anymore. They speak of it to no one, because they fear revealing too much. Yet their silence is louder than words. Every time they see you, their steps slow, their breath catches, and their eyes betray the truth they are fighting to hold back. It is no longer just admiration, it is destiny pulling them closer. And whether you are ready or not, their heart is already at your door, guided by the unspoken power that flows from the crown you carry. But on the edge of this unfolding story, another figure hides in the shadows. Their thoughts are not pure, their emotions are not kind. They see your hair not as beauty, but as a reminder of what they will never have. Their jealousy has been growing in silence, twisting like a thorny vine. They pretend, they smile, they even stand beside you at times, but inside their heart boils with comparisons and bitterness. They believe if they can dim you, they will finally shine. What they don't realize is that your glow was never ordinary. Your hair is a shield as much as it is beauty, a silent warning to anyone who dares to rise against you. The same strands that attract love also repel envy, pushing it back into emptiness. The clash between love and envy is nearing its peak, and when it breaks, it will expose everything, the one who loves you in silence, and the one who envies you in shadows. The coming days will not be ordinary. You will notice small signs first, an extra glance held too long, a sentence spoken with trembling honesty, a sudden shift in the way someone stands near you. These are signals of what is building beneath the surface. At the same time, you may feel a heaviness in the air. That is the weight of envy trying to press closer, trying to disrupt what is destined. But you are not defenseless. The very thing that draws eyes to you, your hair, is also the thing that protects you. One evening soon, the truth will break open. A voice will finally speak what it has carried for too long. And when you hear it, you will understand why your hair was never just a feature. It was the mark chosen to signal this exact moment in your life. When that confession comes, it will change everything. Relationships will shift, masks will fall, and the truth of who is for you and who is against you will be revealed. And in that moment, the crown you carry will shine brighter than ever before. The night is approaching when silence will no longer hold. You may feel it already, the strange heaviness in the air, the way time slows when certain eyes fall on you. It all begins again with your hair, that silent crown that refuses to be ignored. Someone is preparing themselves in secret. They rehearse words they've never had the courage to say. They imagine the moment, how they will look at you, how they will use the beauty of your hair as the reason to finally confess what has lived in their heart for so long. But there is more beneath the surface. This isn't just about attraction, it is about recognition. Your hair reminds them of something familiar, something written deep inside them, as if destiny itself planted the memory long before you ever met. When they step forward, it won't feel like a beginning, it will feel like a return. A piece of them has always known you, and the way your hair frames your presence is the confirmation their soul has been waiting for. Yet while love stirs courage in one heart, envy sharpens its claws in another. The one who hides behind smiles is no longer